look at your journey, right, a little bit and kind of understand, hey, where were you before we started? What was math like before we started working together?
Up until like sixth grade, it was great. Sixth grade was awful. Seventh grade was awful. Eighth grade wasn't bad. Ninth grade was mediocre. And then, first quarter I got like an 84. Second quarter I got like a 76 because I bombed the last test. And
Mm-hmm.
that's when I'm like, okay, I need help.
That's when you got to reach out and start trying to find your own way, right?
Yeah.
Falling behind in any class, I'm sure you can relate. Is that a frustrating experience?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep. And I know it's a little bit nerve wracking, right? When you're like, oh man, they're moving on to the next chapter, and I don't have chapter, one, two, three, four, and five. We're already on chapter six,
Mm-hmm.
right? So tell me a little bit, since we've started working together, what do you think has changed?
Well, I mean, my test scores have gone up. There's that.
Yeah, you just told me you had 100 and you had a 95, right? That's awesome, right? On
Re-
the last couple. That's cool.
Reviewing the like after he teaches the lesson, I like kind of have it, but like reviewing the unit again helps me like get it,
Mm-hmm.
because I would like kind of understand it, then we would move on, then I would like kind of understand, so it allows me to get that further depth of knowledge, which helps.
Yeah, for sure. It's good being able to like understand and verbalize what is happening, right? If you only look at something once, well, it might make sense to you in that moment, but when you see it on a test and they show it to you again, it might look like a foreign language, right? So that's awesome, man. I know that when we've been going through our sessions, you've been getting that additional practice, that additional stimulation of, oh, yeah, I sort of know this, but Kyle's kind of making me verbalize it. We got to be able to speak the language just as much as just writing it down, right?
Mhm.
So that's awesome. Practice, I think, has been key for you.
Mhm.
Has getting 100% and getting a 95% kind of improved your mindset that it's possible that you can do it?
Yeah. It's just math has never been my best subject,
Yep.
so like self confidence slowly just goes down and down over the years,
Yeah.
so and
Well,
yeah,
that has to be a boost though, right? Because I
yeah,
think a
it's
lot of a lot of the time students look at math and they're like they might say the same thing as you, like, "Oh, I'm not math minded,"
mhm,
right? But math is just like any other skill, right?
yeah.
I, for instance, picked up a style of couples dancing like a decade ago, and I still get my grandma say, "Wait, you do dancing?" And I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "I never would have pegged you for that," right?
Yeah.
And it's funny because yeah, we kind of put ourselves in a box and we say, "Oh yeah, I'm not good at math." But until you actually dive into it and get better at it, man, that's the thing, right? That is the
Exactly.
thing that helps you
Mhm.
just get started and get moving. So that's awesome, man. And real quick, like if you had other people that were struggling in math as well, what would you kind of recommend for them if they were struggling?
You just need to sit down, review it, work some problems. That's
Get the
really.
reps in, right?
Hmm.
I would definitely agree. It's like going to the gym. If you go to the gym once a month, you're probably not going to pick up the muscle gain that you're looking at, huh?
Hmm.
But if you're actually in the gym working your mental math mind over and over again, I look at you, man, and it's amazing. Like to see the amount of progress you have made, just like working through your materials. It's awesome. Okay, so I definitely want to commend you for that because when we are working through different things, you're on point. You're right there with your basic skills. So awesome, man. So glad to hear you have been getting good test scores, and we're going to keep that going for you. Okay.
Hmm.